as I've noticed, we're going to time boxes to half an hour. We have to run off to another meeting. So this is the Magpie Sprint 1. It spans not quite 2 weeks, but we're going to be ending the sprint, except we'll keep the JIRA sprints open so that for those who are not attending or have lulls in the ONOS Build event and want to continue working on stuff, we still have that open. Okay, so let's get started on platform. Jordan?
Sure. So most of the sprint so far has been focused on fixing issues with log compaction inside of Atomics. So got a new Atomics release out a couple of days ago, and that's going into the Loon release. And going forward, it's working really well. And then, so the task that I actually had besides that was to migrate ONOS primitives to Atomics. Still working on that. I'm not going to be able to make it to ONOS build, so I'm going to be working on that while everybody's gone.
Okay, thanks, Jordan. Web UI?
We've started refactoring the design details panels that pop up within the view, so like device view and host view, etc. So there's 2 components that we now have in our API to use. And from that, we've started to work on adding that to the ports groups and meters views. They are currently in progress, but they should be done shortly.
Okay, thanks, Stephen.
You're welcome.
Localization? Simon, are you covering this?
I guess so, since Eliza's not here. This is the current status. As you can see, we've got almost all coverage of the 5 additional languages that we support for the views that have been internationalized. We're still looking for developers to help do the actual internationalization work. We have one chap from the UI brigade, but he's not able to commit very much time per week to ONOS, so that's why things seem to be a little slow there.
Okay, thanks, Simon. No activity for packet optical virtualization. I don't think we have anyone here for that, but looks like the distributed flow store was completed, and then 6 virtual network meter store service not found exception. Under code review is handling flow mod controller to switch command message in the OF agent, handle group mod and meter mod controller to switch command messages in the OF agent. And then in progress, implementing the skeleton of the virtual gateway and handling a meter set request in the OF agent. Dynamic configuration. Okay, so it looks like bug fixes and account southbound interface, document tree, yang tools were done. Open ROADM node emulation using const was done. In progress, dynamic config event resource ID issue. And then northbound brigade. Several bug fixes to the meter service, and then in progress, a rate limit constraint. The reviews are done, and then waiting on remaining patches. Implement a policer abstraction is also in progress. GRPC brigade. Okay, so the GRPC, host GRPC northbound service with unit tests are under review. Component config GRPC northbound service with unit tests are also under review. Meter protobuf model done, and then link gRPC northbound service with unit test. In progress, region service with unit test, meter gRPC northbound service, and path gRPC northbound service. Okay, build and package brigade, no status updates. Q4 brigade, Carmelo?
Yes. So in terms of the code, we added support for reading groups using the group programmable behavior, support for flow table counters with before and time. Then we've been working on slides and material for the both P4 brigade workdays and ONOS bleed, including also tutorial application. And also now the GUI includes visualizing the pipe conf name. Regarding the stories in progress, I'm still working on the slides for the tutorial, and then there are a few code contribution that have been slowed down, but few bugs that we found in the hardware test bed.
Okay. Thank you, Carmelo. ISSU, Jordan?
Yeah, so the big thing that's been going on in the ISSU brigade is just getting set up, planning for the protocol. So I presented on Wednesday to the TST the ISSU protocol. That's ongoing work. And then also we've set up the ISSU brigade Google group wiki and Slack channel and in preparation for starting up after ONOS build. And then 7014 creating a backlog, that's really going to be delayed until our first brigade meeting.
Okay, thanks, Jordan. Okay.
For QA, the completed tasks, including preparation for the presentation for ONOS build, and we investigated and fixed Docker tests, and we also did a lot of refactor work for test on, including new pipeline-based Jenkins jobs and new tools to generate all the graphs for the test results. We also added function to test on to track the rough log size, and also integrated this function to trail test and also the HA test. The work in progress is the new technical version of the pipe table. It's waiting for review. And also we haven't started the ISSU test plans. I guess that's because we just spend more time on the verification of the 1.11 release. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Like that? In this sprint, we have only 7 resolved bugs and 10 graded. So 193 open bugs in total. We don't have any new high priority bugs. These bugs are from the ones that are left from the previous release. Those are related to WPLS, NetCFG, and NetConf. Okay. Not really very high priority bugs.
Okay. No update on OpenStack, and then Magpie Sprint 2. So the sprint planning for Magpie Sprint 2 is going to start on September 26th at 4 p.m. Sprints will stay open through ONOS build and will be closed prior to our Sprint 2 planning session on that Tuesday. Questions? Comments? I think we're done. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.